morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Ironfish Morning Show. I'm Karina Contra-Georges and here to chat about how they've balanced working from home with homeschooling their children during lockdown are some of my fellow colleagues, Michelle Tsai and Kelly Hau. Welcome, ladies. Hope you're both well.
Hi, Karina.
Hi, Karina.
Look, before we get into it, I just want to commend the both of you. I can only imagine how challenging it's been to not only work remotely, but to also manage the educational needs of your children at home. You've had to play a teacher role, which isn't easy, so well done to the both of you. Look, while you've been working remotely and homeschooling your children, have there been positives and negatives in that experience?
Yes. So now my son is back to school. I actually miss the homeschooling. Yes, but my son has started in prep. So being his first year at school, he needs a lot of attention to ensure he understands principles and also develops a good foundation for learning. So I'm now grateful that I had this opportunity. But trust me or not, it wasn't easy to do homeschooling while I'm working from home. So at the beginning, I was like all the other parents, struggled, stressful, and thinking when he could go back to school. I just thought I couldn't do it. So I think some of the difficulties are how am I able to work at home? I'm not a teacher, how can I teach? And how can I get my child to concentrate? So I find that time management is the key. It's very important. So when we actually started to do it every day, we organized the time and we both started to enjoy it. So we organized our working space, set learning and working hours together. So I will give my son I'll give my son a task and explain how it was to be achieved. Then we will spend this time together. In my case, I'll be working and my son will be studying. So looking back with my son studying next to me, he was able to focus on his task. And also with me working by his side as well, he understood work ethic. But of course, we have frequent breaks in between. Sometimes we cook together, which also became a good learning environment as well. So we finally have found a groove with learning at home.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, very great, Kelly. I think Kelly's son is at the same age of mine and all 5 years old and starting at the prep. So yeah, I think Kelly has the same concept as me. So we should have the schedule previously and on the previous day, and make sure you make the schedule together with your kids, then so that they can just follow it and engage it and be happy and comfortable on the schedule. And also there's a tips like if you have some meeting or phone call you have to make, so you just can make a task for them for a very long time, like making a handcraft or drawing a picture or watching the TV for a cartoon like that. Then you can have your own time to have your conference call or the other meeting like that. Yeah, I think we all have the same opinion, Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah. And what would you say, having such young children, what would you say the biggest struggles were?
Well, of course, during this challenging time, a lot of kids, even my son, who loses his temper, so a lot of tantrums. Even we as an adult will sometimes lose our patience. So I think we have to keep in mind and we need to remember how beautiful our children are and we are learning this together. So I'm thankful that we have the support from school, teachers, my workplace, my colleagues, and finally my family. So we as parents are very important. We are role models. So we are not just their parents. So we are also their teachers and as well as their friends. So I think staying positive, is very important during this difficult period.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So I think before we don't know what they are learning from school because they go to school every day, and finally when we pick him up, I just ask him, what did you learn from school? They always said, oh, I forgot, I couldn't remember like that. So now during the WebEx online learning, I think we know what they are going on, what they're learning from the school at this moment. And also, for example, they are also learning the Japanese at school, but I don't know Japanese at all, so we can know. We can study together and we can learn at the same time. Yeah, it's a good opportunity actually.
Yeah, so you're almost the teacher and the student.
Yeah.
Both
we study together. Yeah.
So I guess you could say, you know, this experience has probably brought your families closer together.
Yes, it's a good opportunity, I think. But sometimes you just lose your temper. You couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, look, you're only human, you know.
Keep yourself a little bit quiet for a moment.
Yeah. So what would you say the biggest words of advice for any parent that may be struggling be?
Well, I think so. To the parents out there, hang there because you are doing a great job.
Yeah.
And you will definitely miss this moment, and over time you will cherish these times forever. So COVID-19 has changed our life, our education, but once we look for the blessings in life, they appear all around us.
Yeah.
So I think the advice is I hope to always remember for the bright spots, even on cloudy days.
Yeah. And don't give yourself too much pressure on that. Kids will be fine after they back to school.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for joining me and sharing your experiences. I'm sure a lot of parents viewing will be able to relate and find comfort in knowing that they're not alone. You know, you're all in this together, facing the same challenges. To all our viewers, tune in next time as we discuss how routine inspections have changed since the COVID-19 outbreak. Thanks again and take care of yourselves.
Thank you. Stay safe.